think that my cell phone has enough battery.
There, you still can able to do. You still able. I'm going to the Chinsu guy. We ride a sidecar. So we can ask him to come here so she can cut.
Some other people might be going to.
Yeah. Rohan, palihog sa gatag, Rohan. Dali. Pagkatapulan, saka niya diri ha.
Come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. You know whatever happens, we still love you. You know that?
Noy. Kuhaan na rin, kuhaan na rin. Kuhaan na rin. Magabuutan ng Rohan, oy. Sige na.
Jump. Come on.
Kuhaan na rin. Dayungin niyo ang lube. Sige na.
Is that mine?
Yeah, that's yours. Dayungin yung lube ni Batchoy. Kari bang tibuok lube gikan dire pa ingon to.
Well, oi. Come here, lady in white. You look like the white lady. Come here. Good to see that you're still alive. Well, looks like we were pretty lucky. But I saw from afar that it's taken a hit on the hood. Oh, and on there as well. Not so bad. All of the glass is still intact, which is a big thing. And we were really lucky. Look at that. That huge coconut tree. It tried to reach him, but it failed. It only just got there. So we're looking. Actually, it doesn't look as if I've got a very clean phone. Oh, that's a bit better. But looking around, the big mango is gone, and a lot of coconuts. James and Jessica's house is gone. And this boy is walking around in bare feet. Are you going to shoot somebody? Okay, let's have a look. The red house is gone. The roof is gone. Nana's house. The red house will pull down. The poor lovebird. Everybody forgot about the lovebirds. It all came on so quick. And this is Mama, how was your house?
The roofs are
Roof is gone.
yeah.
Oh boy. This is where we sheltered from the rain last night. Oh gosh. Hello, darling. It's good to see you alive. But the toilet is okay, and Nana is okay, and the roof is almost okay. But this room, well, is usable, and of course
The kitchen.
is okay.
No.
Oh. No, it's just slightly not okay. And the washroom. Boy, we looked out the window, that window on the end there, and we saw this tree rocking and rolling. But because Nanai chose to have a dirty kitchen, instead of the posh electric kitchen. Tiger! Tiger, my boy! Come on. Come on, baby. There you are. Wow, you made it. You found a little hole and you stayed in it. And that was it. You survived. Wow, we looked for you. Yes, we did. Come on. You're a good boy. Tiger. Tiger. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Yes, you are. I wondered if he'd made it. The dogs. We noticed that the dogs became traumatized. Oh, what a surprise. When all of this was going on and you couldn't make them do anything. You're trying to... We went to the door of the kitchen, which was actually at that time a safe haven, and we tried to persuade the bully dog to come in. Red came in, but he wouldn't do a lot of other things. He wouldn't move, he wouldn't come under the cover. And we noticed with Pogie just wouldn't come into the guest house. We managed to get him to come into sorry, I'm threading my way very carefully here. We managed to get Pogie to come into the enclosure of the pool, because we thought that was a safe-ish area, and then we tried to get him to come into the guest house, but he wouldn't come in. The guest house, part of the roof is still on, and of course it has that drop ceiling, but the house is pretty well gone. The whole of the inside. What the wind didn't do, the rain came in and finished off. And you can see it was savage. You know, there's no neat ends. It just wrenched the branches off. No Mr. No Miss Nice Guy. So I'm actually in not very sensible shoes. They're the only ones that are now dry. Come on, baby. There you are. There you are. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way for Nana. This, yes, Nana. What? What? I don't think I locked it. We'll see. Red, there you are. You're a good boy. Oh, you good boy. There you, my Red. Ah. Why didn't you come in when we wanted you to, you silly boy? Aren't you silly? There you are. Well, yes, we got through it, didn't we? Yes, we did. I'm so happy that you made it. So much for going out this way. The whole thing slid off and slid in here. We tried to go out during the storm, and it was rough because all of this was flapping about. I'm trying to keep this thing going. You want the keys? No, I don't think I locked it.
That's why I lock it now.
Well, why are we bothering to lock something?
I just lock it. It doesn't mean that we got the typhoon. We will not lock our house.
There you are. There's the answer.
Darling,
what?
We're gonna go to the chainsaw guy so she can cut, and also the electrical to be cut from the main post, because it's right now it's so dangerous.
Yes, I agree.
Can you make sure that you will not passing by in the electrical? Na iya sa pagkuhan sa kuryente ha. Hilable ayaw pagkakuan-kuas kurente. Masaya na gahe. Bantay lagi na imong now.
Uloy, look at the bird.
Ay, sa mo kuan sa kurente ha.
We forgot about the poor lovebirds.
Darling,
Yes.
we're going now. We will be back soon. Right now, don't go near the
Beth.
hospital. I
Beth.
love you.
Go. Walking around like somebody's sergeant major.
Alay bang sa kulot? Lut ko ang diha na kuto ba? Ha? Ito kali kata?
I do want to do a walk around so you can see what's happened. Actually, the devastation on the trees has been really something. But when you look at these enormous trees, what is that? That's 50 or 60 feet high, I don't know, but look at the root base. Seems hardly enough. And Beth is going down there. She thinks she's going to go and get the chainsaw guy. Can you imagine if this is what's happened to our place, what's happened to other places? Chainsaw guy will be busy for the next year, I would. So don't criticize me on the camera angle, and I'm trying to stay unbroken. That might have been one of the safest places. Oh wow. There's another huge coconut. The chainsaw guy will want a fortune to come out today. Look at that. And amazingly, our mobile filter system seems to have been left unscathed. Look at that, it's on wheels. I would have thought that would be in the pool. That would be a joke for you. Well, there's one proud coconut tree that didn't give in. Where are we now? We've got one over there, one. We've got, let me see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably lost about 10 coconut trees. And some of the smaller trees. We can actually see this used to be quite overgrown, if you're with me, in that you couldn't always clearly see everything. And that answers a question that I had, was how did Rado's house fare? It looks like it's the same damage that everybody had. I'm gonna go the other way, climb over. As I said, bear with me. I'm not meant to be climbing over coconut trees at my age. And now what? Now look what's happened. Oh well. Look at that. Red, you come with me. Yeah, come on, give me a hug. Yeah, I love this old dog. Well, he's not old, but he's a gentle dog, so he seems like the old grandfather of the yard. Look at that sheet of roofing. Came all the way. Actually, it probably came from Lena's house. And Red's treading very carefully, like the wise old dog he is. Well, there'll be no shortage of buku coconut juice. Come on, Red. Not quite sure what that is. Just like the land is broken. Look at the trees, they're not done nicely. It's just, the top is just ripped off. And this is Lena's house. Oh, Lena was very proud of her house, and rightly so. And a little outside kitchen. Uh-oh. Well, I won't go in that way. Don't want to get my feet wet. You can hear a lot of squeaking and dragging. And there they are, the houses that I'd forgotten to include. Tata's and his family. That's Beth's brother. Come on, baby. If I can make my way here. Just got to be careful with all of these sharp objects. I'm going to take the electricity out for the moment until we have it all sorted out. I think it would be a catastrophe to just hook it up. Wow, look now. Hello? Hello, anybody there? Ah, now that's a pleasant surprise. Look, over there, that little house that's perched on the edge of the road. That's Julio's house, and it looks as if it escaped. They even have the water barrel is still up. Looks like it's stripped off some of the finery of the trees, but oh boy. Oh boy. Come on, Red. Okay. Now I'm sure that a lot of people will be saying, how can you be laughing? How can you be laughing and making jokes? Oh dear. How did that get there? Blown? How can you make jokes when it's all falling around your ears? Well, what else do you do? And Filipinos especially have learned to do just that. In the face of such hardship, they can actually laugh. The water barrels left their place. Oh well, little paradise will be born again. Come on, baby. I gotta sit down for a moment. Come on. Come on, my beautiful Red. Look at you. Red managed to get him to come into the house, but he wouldn't come under the tarp. He stayed outside. I noticed that with the animals they go into a state of overwhelm, and you can see he's well now. He hasn't suffered any injuries. Have you, baby? You're very well, aren't you? Are you lovely? So there we are. Half the roof still on the guest house, but the roofing timbers are gone and weakened. All of the roof gone from our pool area, and the pool is full of garbage, of course. Are you staying close to me today? Are you? Hard to see it from the animal's point of view. It kind of started ramping up about, I think about 6 or something like that, and the fury of the typhoon, it seemed to pass right over us. I mean, we were in the path, it is how it seemed. Of course, there'll be other people whose whole houses were destroyed and completely, who will disagree with what I've just said, but that's how it seemed. It just seemed like Mother Nature was in a rage, and she ripped all the tops off the trees, and even metal railing, and that whole roof there was on, and it's been taken somewhere. It will be somewhere. Hello, baby. I haven't forgotten you. Oh, you're lovely. Huh? Come on, let's walk on. And whole sections of Nana's roof, and what it looks like is our roof, whole sections were just torn off there. I can't imagine that there is a roof left on any house in the path. It just must have taken it all off. It was so violent. We went from one house, from the red house, and we went down to the to Nana's house, and we tried. Now, up to that point, we'd been in our house, and though it was very loud, it was hammering on the roof, and what it does is it hinges. It manages to loosen one corner of the roof, and then that starts to flap, and it flaps and hammers, and then finally it just rips everything off. And there's one of the other puppies there. That's Jessica's. Okay, shall we go? Shall we go? Shall we? Come on. Come on, Red. Well, our poor garden has been stripped. That whole window at the back there was taken out. Coconut tree. It's surprising that the parts that you think would automatically be gone are not, like the cover for our little porch there, and that little go-between that was flapping like crazy, and even some of the section of the kitchen. But you can see that the water barrels came down, so we have no water, we have no internet. That's our antenna there, and the roof has gone. The thing is that, as I said, what the wind doesn't destroy, the rain comes in and finishes the job. So we spent most of certainly up to midnight shivering under a tarp. Before Odette finally decided that she'd done enough. These are the steps down to Nana's house, which obviously we weren't taking, and this is what used to be a little enclosure for the dogs. Our pool might need to be filtered again. You know, in our time of doing our mission to help, we have seen many people who have been living in much more desperate situations than this. And we've seen how they were able to smile, laugh, and still find some joy in life. Like old Red there, he'll get over his trauma. You can see that he's quiet right now. But you wouldn't want to have been on this area, would you? This pool area when that tree came down. And look how it stripped everything off that there. And then amazingly, in the middle of all of that, you have that coconut tree. And there, and there, and they're spaced out. Look how they're spaced out. There, and there, and there, 4. And then another one here. Another one there, still standing, still standing. Okay, well, we got work to do. I'll be back.